يلا. A recent experimental study was performed on mice to demonstrate the action of tetrahydrocannabinol THC on the immune system. فإذا نحن عم نعمل experiment لنشوف تأثير مادة THC على الإميون system. THC is an active ingredient of cannabis يلي هو drug that is suspected to modify the immune response against cancer cells. الكنابس هو أحد أنواع الحشيش يعني اللي بياخدوه كمخدرات بقلبه مادة THC بيظنوا إنه في له تأثير على الإميون ريسبونس ضد الكانسر سيلز. In order to study the tumor development and the immune response in the presence of THC, the following experiments were performed. بدنا نشوف تأثير هلا THC على التيومر يلي هو الورم السرطاني والإميون ريسبونس يلي ممكن يصير ضده. طيب experiment 1 we take two lots.
بدك كمل معك.
أنا ما عندي مشكلة.
Yes.
Okay.
We take 2 lots of non-immunized healthy mice to which we implant cancer cells having the same strain as that of the mice. Lot 1 that did not receive any injection of THC. Lot 2 was subjected to 4 injections of THC per week before and after the implantation of cancer cells. The results of the 2 lots are presented in document 1 and 2.
طيب مريم أنا إذا سألتك if I ask you what is the variable factor here, what you can tell me between the two mice?
Injection of THC.
تماما injection of THC, this is the only difference between the two. Okay, فإذا the two mice received cancer cells but one of them received in addition THC injection, the other without. طيب document 1.
Document 1 represents the variation of the tumor volume as a function of time after implantation.
Okay. So, what can you see? Mariam, before you continue, what can you see in document 1?
It says the volume of the tumor.
Okay.
Lot 1 بتدل انه low بس بتعلى شوي to day 50.
طيب.
بس lot 2 بتعلى كثير.
Okay. فإذا ال THC okay causes the tumor to enlarge ولا to decrease?
To enlarge.
To enlarge. فإذا ال THC THC has a negative effect لأنه إذا في tumor will cause it to enlarge.
Yes.
Okay. طيب document 2 shows you what?
Document 2 shows the proliferation of T lymphocytes as a function of the percentage of the cancer cells implanted relative to the number of T lymphocytes before proliferation.
Okay, فإذا number of T4 lymphocytes أو T lymphocytes in general, proliferation يعني growth, multiply and activation. So in which lot you see the T cells are more active and more in numbers? In lot 1 يعني كمان ال THC decreases أو affect the number of THC number of T cells in the body. يعني هون ال THC has two negative effects: increase size of the tumor و decrease the number of T4 lymphocytes that are active. طيب so now لا T in general, T cells in general, لأنه أنا I need the T8 here to fight to fight the T8 to fight the cancer cells, to fight the cancer cells. Okay. طيب فإذا now what is the first question?
Interpret the results of each of the documents 1 and 2.
طيب بالanalyze the numbers are increasing from 0 to reach 4,000 in lot 1 while it increases sharply to reach 14,000 in lot 2.
الانتربريت انه بيكون مثلا therefore says بديهة.
If you want, yes. Really بس indication يعني significance.
This shows that THC favors the development of the tumor after 10 days.
Okay. فإذا development favors of the tumor after 10 days. Okay, after 10 days it starts increasing very fast. طيب
Yes.
document 2 كمان analyze, we know how to do it. Let's read the significance only.
This shows that the proliferation of TL varies in the same direction as the quantity of cancer cells, and THC reduces this rate of proliferation against tumor cells.
Okay, فإذا THC reduce rate of proliferation against the tumor cells. طيب. Until now, is it clear?
Yes.
طيب, for the others, please answer me. يلا, everyone. يلا, everyone, please answer me. Is it clear? Okay. محمد قاسم. طيب. أنا جنى. What do you say? فإذا you understand what happened. The substance called THC found in the cannabis, okay, بسموه بالعربي القنب يلي ممكن يكون أحد أنواع المخدرات, increase the number of tumor cells و decrease the effectiveness of the T lymphocytes. Jana Wana with me? طيب, let's look at experiment 2 يا مريم. Rana, yes. Jana, where are you? يلا يا مريم. oui, موجودة, يلا.
In experiment 2, the level of interleukins secreted in the mice of experiment 1 was measured at the level of the tumor in the spleen. These values are presented in document 3.
طيب, Mariam, I will ask you here, which interleukin specifically we are looking into?
Interleukins secreted at the level of the tumor.
Yes, but which one? Interleukin 2 ولا interleukin 4?
says الفور صح؟
ليش؟ What's the difference between them?
استاذ هلا هي وحدة خاصة انه بي ليمفوسايت وحدة خاصة بالتي ليمفوسايت.
صح. Here, you want to activate B or T?
لا T.
T. فإذا which one?
استاذ يا T يا الفو ما بعرف.
طيب, let us ask for help. يلا, who can help us? Which interleukin? Which interleukin? Okay, we are measuring here in this experiment. Is it interleukin 2 or interleukin 4? Mariam answered half of the question. She said the interleukin needed to activate T8 lymphocytes. فإذا which one will be? IL2. برافو يا محمد وجنى. IL2 صح. لا IL4 للبي cells يا مريم.
Yes.
Okay. طيب, now let's look at lot 1 and 2 interleukin at the level of the tumor. Okay.
lot 1 and the level of tumor can 190.
190 بالlot 2 that has the THC
73.
73 and decreased more than half.
Yes.
والinterleukin at the level of the spleen كمان
كان 37
صار
or 21 on lot
تقريبا
2.
الهاف. Okay.
Yes.
فإذا determine with reference to the document 3 and to your acquired knowledge the target cells of THC. يعني this mean THC affect which cells? Based on this document 3, the amount of the interleukin decreases. فإذا which one you think?
says T8 لأنه استعملنا الانترلوكين 2.
T8 لأنه استعملنا الانترلوكين 2, but which cells produce interleukin 2? Which cells produce interleukin 2? Okay? ما نحن we need this interleukin to activate T8. نحن we need يا تحسين this interleukin to activate T8. فإذا now the amount of interleukin decreased because of the THC. يعني the cells that produce interleukin are what now are affected by THC. معناتها THC affect which group of cells? THC affect which group of cells? يلا guys يلا انتوا قلتوا لي بدي interleukin 2 to activate T8. طيب now I see the amount of interleukin produced decreased. The amount of interleukin produced decreased. معناتها which cells are affected?
It says T4 cells.
T4 أكيد T4 أكيد T4. The level of interleukin secreted at the level of the tumor in lot 2 is 73 for 500 milligram, less than 190. Similarly, in lot 2, okay, secreted in the spleen 21, less than secreted at the level lot 1. Thus, THC decreases the secretion of interleukin, and since interleukin secreted by T4, then the target cells of THC are the T4 cells. I need T4 to secrete IL-2 that will activate the T8. Type now I find out that the amount of interleukin produced decreased. معناتها which cells are affected now? T4. Okay, T4. فإذا now draw out, referring to all what preceded, the action of THC on the immune response against the tumor. Okay, the effect of THC on the amount or on the specific immune response. فإذا now how the THC is working now? When THC affect T4, معناتها the whole immune system, okay, will be shut down. فإذا the tumor now, what will happen to it if you shut down the immune system? تكبر بسرعة كمان. لأنه there is nothing to fight these tumor cells. There is nothing to fight these tumor cells. فإذا THC act on the T4, secreting interleukin indispensable for the activation of the specific immune response اللي هي humoral و cell mediated. يعني ال B و T lymphocytes are affected. T8 أكيد. Thus, a decrease in the quantity in interleukin provoke decrease in the proliferation T lymphocyte, leading to a decrease in the immune response. Then, hence, the tumor, what happens to it? Develops. The tumors, okay, develops. لأنه now the THC is stopping all immune response by attacking or affecting T4. When he affects T4, okay, I cannot activate neither B or T8. Neither B or T8. Clear يا جماعة؟
Yes, it's clear.
What about the others؟ تحسين، جنى، رنا، محمد، مريم. قاسم طلع شكله، عبد الله طلع. Okay. The others, what do you think? تحسين، محمد، رنا, they accept it. Okay, جنى عم تاكل شكلها منها فاضية. طيب. In the framework of studying the effect of THC on the secondary immune response, we perform experiment 3. We want to see على secondary immune response. طيب. Muhammad, can you tell me what the difference between a primary or secondary immune response? Okay, Muhammad, can you tell me what the difference? طيب, others, Jana, Rana, Tahsin, you tell me what the difference between a primary or secondary immune response?
استاذ اذا بدك انا بقول لك.
جاوبي يلا يا مريم, يلا, no problem.
استاذ البرايمري هو اول مره مثلا البودي بيتعرف على الفيروس او شيء، اما السكندري هو تاني مره.
Okay, so what is the advantage of the secondary? تحسين قال لي more effective.
Yes.
طيب, more effective يعني معناتها cells are activated faster, more cells will be activated, and the effectiveness can last longer.
Yes.
طيب, ممتاز. خلينا نشوف الإفكت here. يلا يا مريم, experiment 3.
Mice belonging to the same lot are immunized against this tumor before being subjected to implantation of cancer cells.
Okay.
For each lot, 8 mice were subjected to the implantation of a variable number of cancer cells, and the percentage of mice rejecting the tumor was calculated in document 4.
Okay. طيب, let's see. فإذا أنا I take a new mice. يعني they did not see these cancer cells before, but I immunized them against the tumor. يعني أعطيتهم مثلا part an antigen from it, then I waited some time, بعدين أعطيتهم tumor cells in different amounts. مثلا أول مرة أعطيتهم 10 to the power 5 cells, يعني 100,000. Second time أعطيتهم 200,000. Third time أعطيتهم 300,000 cells, tumor cells. طيب, percentage of the mice rejecting the tumor. When I give these numbers to lot 1, the percentage remains the same. يعني lot 1 that did not take the THC, the immune system is very good, and this immune system was able to eliminate, okay, these cancer cells whatever their number is. يعني كان السيستم عندهم قادر يتخلص من هالكانسر سيلز بغض النظر عن عددهم. اوكي, بغض النظر عن عددهم. ماشي؟
Yes.
بينما عند اللوت 2 شو لاحظنا؟ لاحظنا انه كل ما زاد عدد الكانسر سيلز given, the percentage of the mice rejecting the tumor, what will happen to it? Decrease. من 100 ل 60 ل 50 لانه already in lot 2 الاميون سيستم is weak بسبب التي اتش سي. فاذا اعطيناه عدد cancer cells very high it will not be able to do what? To fight it.
استاذ بس نحن حطينا للوت 1 التي اتش سي.
لا للوت 2.
استاذ التي اتش سي هو منه الدراج؟
بلا
استاذ اذا بترجع لفوق نحن حطيناه لل1.
طيب لحظة، نحن هون قلنا كمية الانترلوكين قلت باللوت 2 يلي اخذ تي اتش سي. هون اللوت 2 اللي عطاني low number of the T cells وهون التيومر cells زادت باللوت 2. lot 2
صح
was subjected to injection of THC.
لا استاذ ما بعرف ليه عكسته.
ما مشكلة. اوكي لا منطقيا حتى اكيد الانسان النورمال بيقدر يحارب التيومر اكثر من انسان عم ياخذ مخدرات.
يس.
اوكي
استاذ
يس.
استاذ سامعني؟
ايه تفضلي.
عم قول هيدي انه النظرية طلعت من كذا سنة صح؟
ايه لا.
عم بتذكر كانت عن يز من شي 5 سنين.
كانت كيف؟
انه كانوا حاطينه انه هيدا النوع من الدراجز بيروح الكانسر.
ما بيروح الكانسر، بيزيد الكانسر.
استاذ بعرف بس انه قبل ما يدققوا الساينتست حطوها عن يز بس بعدين رجعوا شالوها.
ايه ممكن ليروجوا لها بالبداية.
يس.
لانه هلا في some countries using drugs is legal.
استاذ هني هيك لا يمكن.
اوكي بس عشان للاستعمال الشخصي مش للتجارة.
يس.
Okay, now what's the difference between يا جماعة histogram and the other one what was called histogram؟ نسيت الثانية. bar chart. Histogram and bar chart. What's the difference between them؟
استاذ الباتشا مثل هيك بنرسم باز.
ايه وهيدا الهيستوجرام عم نرسم بارز، ما انا بعت صورتها هلا بالواتساب.
بس نجمع النقط يمكن.
لا انتبهوا شوي. بالبار تشارت I make the columns separated. بالهيستوجرام I put them together. اوكي؟ بالهيستوجرام بحط البوينتس together. الكولمز together. In bar chart I separate them.
اوكي.
فاذا انا بعت صوره على الواتساب بالنسبه اوكي بالهيستوجرام. لاحظوا انه اللوت 1 النمبر دل على 100%، باللوت 2 النمبر decreased. حطينا سكيل اوكي وكتبنا تايتل كمان وعملنا ليبل للاكسس. لاحظوا على الاكس اكسس دائما ما بنحط سهم. بالهيستوجرام على الاكس اكسس we do not put an arrow. طيب اوكي عملنا الهيستوجرام. analyze the results of experiment 3. what can you draw out؟ اوكي الانالايز remain constant in 1 decrease in 2. طب what can we draw out يعني what can we conclude؟ what is the effect now of THC on the immune system؟ فإذا THC
reject the tumor.
Okay, document 4 show the percentage of the mice rejecting in low 1. Okay. بعدين is constant in regardless of the number implanted tumor cells, while in lot 2 receiving injection decreased from 100 to 50. Cells increased from 1 to the 10 to the power 5 to the power 5. In mice immunized against this tumor, rejection respond to a secondary immune response. So THC weakens the secondary immune response. Okay? THC weaken secondary immune response. Clear? يلا let's move on. dégager. هي قصدها معنى كلمة draw out بالفرنش dégager. اوكي dégager بالفرنش yes. طيب exercise 24. In the framework of determining the condition of the production of antibodies during the immune response, we perform a series of experiments on mice of the same strain. Okay. طيب okay. During immune, we perform series of experiments on mice of the same strain. Experiment 1. Mice are subjected to an ablation of the thymus, followed by irradiation, destroy all cells of the immune system. Okay. These mice are then divided into 4 lots and treated as shown in document 1. Injection of lymphocyte removed from mice of the same strain. Lot 1, we give him T cells only. Lot 2, B and T. Lot 3, B and T. Lot 4, B only. Injection of an antigen SRBC, whatever it is, sheep, red blood cells. In lot 1, yes. In lot 2, yes. Lot 3, no. Lot 4, yes. 1 week later, removal of the serum from the mice and addition of SRBC to the serum. Do we have agglutination? يعني أكيد the presence of antibodies. In 1, no. In 2, yes. 3, no. 4, no. Interpret the experiment results of experiment 1. Okay. يلا who can answer؟ مين بيقدر يعمل لي هون interpret؟ very easy يا جماعة هيدي. very easy. يلا. طيب مريم اعملي لي انتربريت لاول اكسبيرمنت للوت 1.
in lot 1 there was no agglutination of CRBC when there was injection of antigen CRBC sheep red blood cells and injection of T lymphocytes removed from mice of the same strain.
طيب with the injection of antigen. Okay, this means there is no antibodies produced.
Yes.
Okay. وكمان بالثird والfourth the same بس أكيد مع تغيير الconditions.
Yes. وبال second lot there was presence.
Okay.
كمان مع تغيير الconditions.
طيب. Okay.
وthis interpret lot 2 إنه في antibody.
في antibodies. So there is agglutination SRBC in lot 2 where there was injection lymphocyte B and T and SRBC at the same time, whereas there is no agglutination. Okay. In lot 1 where there is only injection of T cells مع ال SRBC و 4 only injection B lymphocyte as RBC. This show agglutination require cooperation of T lymphocyte and B lymphocyte or the presence of both at the same time. No agglutination in lot 2. There is injection and B and T at the same time. However, there is no agglutination, okay, in lot 3, injection of B and T without SRBC. This shows that the contact with the antigen a week in advance is necessary to get agglutination. Type. Specify the aim of destroying the cells of the immune system before starting the experiment. Why I destroy the immune system of the mice, original immune system, before I give them the new ones. Okay, why I destroy the immune system of the mice, okay, before I inject these, for a simple reason. لأنه this will ensure that the immune response triggered by the mice is due only to the injected cells. So the response here is because of the new cell that I add. This is due to the new cells that I add. طيب, experiment 2. Let's read it. And let's read experimental 2. Okay, a mouse received an injection of sheep red blood cells, SRBC. 3 days later, we extract lymphocyte from its spleen. These lymphocytes are distributed into 4 identical lots, then cultured in Mar1 chamber according to the procedure described. Upper chamber, lower chamber, culture medium, and membrane permeable to molecule and impermeable to cells. Type. When I put lymphocyte in upper chamber وعندي lymphocyte in lower, will result agglutination of SRBC. Okay. Lymphocyte in upper, lymphocyte in lower, T and B, none in upper, if I have a strong agglutination. طيب, T up, B down, strong agglutination. None up, B down, null. None up, T down, null. Okay, فإذا you understand what happens here. Here I have, if you want to say, 2 locations separated by a membrane. This membrane allows only molecules that can pass. طيب, in the serum, having T or B lymphocytes, what molecules I can find? What molecules I can find? Okay, if I have B and T cells, yalla, who can answer? What molecules I can find? If I have B and T lymphocytes. No answers? Type. I will change the question. Do T8 lymphocytes produce any chemicals, any substances, any molecules? Do I have any molecules produced by T8? جماعة سامعيني شيء؟
يس استاذ سامعينك بس ما كتير عم بفهم سؤالك.
هعيد. Okay. T4 lymphocytes produce which substance?
Says interleukin.
Interleukin, تمام. البي cells produce which molecules?
Antibodies.
Antibodies. T8 do they produce any molecules?
لا.
لا. فإذا أنا the only substances يلي بقدر الاقيهم بالسيروم هن يا اما انترلوكين يا اما antibodies، صح؟
Yes.
طيب أنا هون the two chambers الupper والlower نعتبرهم غرفتين two rooms. اوكي؟ الوول بيناتهم او الدور بيناتهم المسكر allow only substances to pass. اوكي؟ طيب حطيت بالupper chamber empty ما فيها cells، تحت حطيت T و B مع بعض، قامت كانت الاجلوتينيشن strong. Why is it strong؟ لأنه التي طلعوا لي interleukin activate B والبي طلع antibodies فعمل strong agglutination، صح؟
Yes.
طيب بالنسبة للتو حطيت التي فوق والبي تحت كمان أعطاني strong agglutination، معناتها البي قدر يطلع كمية كبيرة من الانتيبوديز. طيب هل قدرت التي هي وفوق تعمل اكتيفيشن للبي اللي تحت؟
لا ستيف.
التي شو حتطلع لنا؟ اتفقنا التي شو بتطلع اي سبستانسز؟
الانترلوكين.
الانترلوكين they can pass from one chamber to another كونهم molecules، لأنه الممبرين بيخلي بس الموليكيولز باس، السيلز cannot pass.
يعني فيهم.
يعني they can.
Yes.
اوكي they can. معناتها الانترلوكين قطعوا من الابر تشامبر لللور تشامبر وعملوا اكتيفيشن للبي سيلز. مشان هيك طلعوا هن انتي بوديز وصار عندي سترونج اجلوتينيشن، صح؟
Yes.
طيب ممتاز. طيب لما ما حطيت شيء بالابر تحت حطيت بس بي رح لاقي شيء اجلوتينيشن؟
لا.
ما في اكتيفيشن للبي.
Yes.
طيب اذا حطيت التي لحالهم؟
لا لانه ما عندنا
مع انه بي اصلا يعطوني انتي بوديز لاقدر اعمل اجلوتينيشن.
Yes.
مشان هيك اذا قال لي analyze what can I draw out انه انا I need both B and T لاقدر اعمل immune response اول شغله، وتاني شغله راح اقول T communicate مع البي by a certain substance حتى من دون ما اسميها by a certain substance.
says هي الانترلوكين صح؟
اللي هي الانترلوكين، احسنتي، يلي هي الانترلوكين. فإذا there is a strong agglutination SRBC in the media 1 and 2 where B and T lymphocyte are found together whether they are in the same medium or separated by a membrane impermeable to cells but permeable to molecules. Therefore, agglutination of SRBC due to the production of anti-SRBC antibodies require بدي cooperation of B and T lymphocyte by molecules and not by direct contact. Clear? طيب document 4 illustrate an electronography of an antibody secreting cell found in large quantities in media 1 and 2 of document 3 and absent in media 3 and 4. Name this cell. هيدي السيل شو اسمها؟ يلي هي antibody secreting cell. What do we call it? يلا help me. What do شو بسميهم؟
استاذ قصدك الانتي بودي secreting cell؟
السيل اللي بتعمل لي كميه كبيره من الانتي بوديز شو اسمها؟
البلازموسايت.
بلازموسايتس. بلازموسايتس بي سيلز بس هون اكتف يا تحسين، فهي بلازموسايت. اوكي بلازموسايت. طيب justify لانه عندها large cytoplasm, a lot of endoplasmic reticulum needed to make proteins, والantibodies are proteins. That's why I need a large space to produce a large amount of antibodies. طيب explain the variation in the quantity of this type of cells in 4 media. هلا بال3 وال4 ما في عندي بلازموسايت، اما بال1 وال2 اوكي plasmocyte derived differentiation of lymphocyte B اللي هن absent in medium 4 where there is only TL, hence the plasmocyte are absent in this medium, in the 4 media. بينما بالother media لا, there is increase in number لأنه there is activation by T okay T lymphocytes يلي بيعملوا activation للB cells that will proliferate to divide will transform into plasmocytes. So that's why their number will increase. Okay. بينما بالباقيين في عندي differentiation وعندي increase in number. سوري أنا هيدا الانسر هون قطع معي. Okay, differentiation of B lymphocyte into plasmocyte stimulated IL4 that is secreted by T lymphocyte. أنا هون explain يعني راح استعمل ال required knowledge اللي عندي are absent in medium 3, hence the plasmocytes are absent in this medium. However, B and T cells are present in media 1 and 2. Interleukin 4 stimulate directly the B cells in the lower chamber or crosses the permeable membrane stimulated B cells medium 2, hence the abundance of plasmocyte in these two media. Clear يا جماعة؟ طيب طيب let's take 25 as a homework for tomorrow, okay? فإذا homework 25